I love these chairs. They're so cozy.
I've worn these leather pants now for like 5 episodes, guys. So
I didn't get the memo on the leather pants. I'm in a skirt.
I'm on a clothing ban.
Oh.
Not a clothing ban.
I
am wearing clothes.
You're not going to wear clothes anymore. That's cheap.
Clothing buying ban.
Welcome to The Vault with Financielle, a safe space where we talk all things life and money and no topics are off limits.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
As always, here's a TikTok.
Going straight in.
Straight in.
You start returning your clothes. Yeah, start returning your damn clothes. When you get that Sheen haul and half of it don't fit and the other half looks nothing like how it looked on the website, return that shit and get your money back. Throwing it in the trash is crazy. You don't want your money? Give it here. I want it. It ain't no shame in my game. I just gassed up $80. So I'll take your money if you don't want it. Hanging it up in your closet, knowing that you never ever gonna wear it ever in life is a little bit crazier. The average 20 through 29-year-old wastes $2,700 on clothes every single year. $2,700? That's crazy. Now, I did just make that number up because I don't know how much y'all are wasting on clothes. I'm pretty sure it's a lot though. It just sounded like good advice. It sounded like good advice that I personally should probably take my own damn self because I do the same thing. But I'm just not in that space right now to change anything I got going on. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with my clothes. But in the meantime, you return your shit. Return your clothes and get your money back, okay? Thank you.
This is the moment in the pod where we all need to pause the pod. Everyone go up to your wardrobes, get the clothes he's talking about.
I don't need to. I gave mine to Lucy this morning. I had a skirt that I bought 2 years ago with a tag still on that I continue to get out of my wardrobe every single year and try and go, I will work this into my wardrobe. And then today was the day that I finally handed it over to somebody that I know will get wear out of it. So first of all, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And secondly, I am really good at returning clothes.
I'm not.
I don't get it. People are lazy. Get off your ass.
Why, Lucy?
So recently, actually, I ordered a coat for my mum for her birthday from ASOS, and I ordered like 4 coats, all in different orders. So like I ordered the first one, gave it to her, and it didn't fit right. And I was like, okay, I'll order 3 more, all different sizes, sent them to her like directly. She chose the one she wanted and sent the rest back to me. Like I sent her the QR code and everything. Smooth. Got the money back. My coat that I took back with me, however, like the original one that I bought, it ran out. I had to put it on Vinted. Like I made so much admin for myself because I couldn't be bothered to walk 2 minutes from my house to the little in-post Amazon locker thing, whatever it is.
Oh my God, how much was the coat?
It was like £55.
I would never, I am tight. I think I'm tight. I must be. I would get off my ass and go and take that coat. I want £55 back in my pocket. How much did you make on Vinted for it? A
40.
tenner.
I know,
that's all right.
But you still have to but she still has to post it. She still
exactly.
In fact, it's harder. She still had to post it.
And then I had to write a description. And
This
take
is
pictures.
why buy now, pay later does so well, because people want to buy.
Yeah, true.
They don't want to pay up front for like 5 items of clothing because, like he rightfully says, stuff looks different online. I get it.
Yeah.
Stuff fits differently when you get it at home. It looks cheap. It feels cheap, whatever. So people always buy it on buy now, pay later and go, well, I'm going to return it. I'm going to return it. It's a favourite thing when we ask people why they use it, and how many people never return it. I can't get over it.
I hate buying things online because of that mental admin afterwards. So I had a ball a couple of weeks ago and needed a dress, and I didn't have a full length dress, so I ordered 2. Managed to find a discount code, but I ordered 2 knowing I was going to have to send one back. I already had anxiety.
Yeah.
It hadn't
You're
arrived
annoyed.
yet, but because I knew there was a job. I need to, because in my day, you know, and this is, oh my God, Lucy, you've no excuse. We've got 3 children. Like I've got 3 children. How can I, like me fitting in a post office trip is like in between all this other stuff. Like go for a nice walk and take the stuff.
Can we say that the lockers are literally at the supermarket that I go to about 5 times a week as well?
Oh my God.
But the anxiety, I'm with you though. Like I hate the job. I hate it. I don't know how people sell things online. Like I worship the ground you walk on, that you've got that mental strength to sell things in that way. Like it's so annoying. So yeah, I sent one back and the money's come back into my account, and I don't think I've made money. I know people like joke about that.
Well, now I've
hustle.
made £40.
Not
You
lost
got
10.
math, yeah.
I've
No.
not lost £15.
I am more impressed that you put 4 things in your basket and bought them, because my favourite thing in life, my toxic trait is putting things in the basket and never checking out. It's like shopping but for free.
Yeah, there's like all the online retailers are trying to work out Holly. They're like, what can we do to get this customer? She keeps putting 7 things in and leaving them forever.
You know what happens when you put stuff in your basket and don't check out?
Discount code.
They send you a discount code.
True.
And then I play hard to get and don't buy it again.
To the ends of the earth, you will never get me.
I'm the anomaly in your database.
So I don't commit as much as you. I will look and heart things. Don't make it in the basket. Because I'll never. It's like a halfway house.
You're telling the buyer behind the screen, oh, 20,000 people liked this, 10 bought it. Like, you're playing hard to get.
No, I know, but it's like a less of a commitment if I'm hearting it, I've not put it in my basket.
Is that your dopamine hit?
It's like oh, just
I just like it. That's it.
It's the screenshot on my phone that I'll never look at again.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get
that'll
off
be
your-
handy later. Never seen again.
Words of advice after this: get off your backside and take it back.
It's already too late. Okay, first dilemma kind of goes hand in hand with that, actually. So the title is, I'm addicted to following trends and it's hurting my bank account. I'm in need of some urgent help as I feel like I'm slowly self-sabotaging my personal finances. I don't know if my spending habits are normal or not, but I'm too scared to speak to my friends about it because I don't want to be embarrassed. I literally cannot go a day without spending money. As someone who is chronically online...
Is this you?
Yep.
Be honest.
I feel like I'm constantly being sold to, whether it's a new clothing item or some random blanket on TikTok shop, or weird place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so easily persuaded to the point where I literally don't go a day without spending money. I feel like I'm addicted to the buzz of always having a parcel waiting for me to open, but I don't know how much longer I can go on. How on earth do I actually stop spending money and reach my savings goals for once?
Lucy, do you associate with this person? Not as much, but I'm going to let you take this one.
I used to,
Yeah.
but I actually think I took a step back and I was like, what is this shit that I am buying? Like,
Literally.
I would literally buy anything.
Give us an example.
Oh my God. It's water bottles for me.
Water bottles anonymous.
The fact that I do not have a Stanley Cup, by the way, is like the
You
biggest
don't like
How did
achievement.
that happen?
She doesn't like cold water.
I don't like cold water, but I'm still nearly bought. Room temperature water, yes, please. Ice cold, no. But yeah, I feel like the key is to just absolutely have a social media detox. Like that is the one place where it's rife.
Yeah.
Like I cannot scroll on TikTok without like flicking to Amazon straight away.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be so bad. And the one thing that actually really helped was a no spend month, like massively.
Yeah.
Like going cold turkey and like literally like leaving your cards at home, deleting Apple Pay, just removing, like creating so much friction in between you and the like piece of junk that you're going to buy.
Yeah. Did it make you realise how many times a day you're triggered to buy stuff?
So much. I feel like if I compared like my like outgoings now to like myself a year ago, it would be like £6, £6, £2, £3, £6, whatever, like getting a coffee, getting a like croissant, whatever. Whereas now I'm more like, I kind of sit down at the start of the week every week and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to spend anything these days. Like I'm working from home these days. So like, I'm not going to do anything.
I think what she was, if you think about what she feels like, it now doesn't matter what it is.
No.
It's the spending.
Yeah.
It's not the things. And that's where she's absolutely realizing I am just constantly like buying. I don't even know what I'm buying. I don't even know how much. And it's the dopamine hit from it. And I think your advice is great.
It's frenzied, isn't it? You can hear in her description, it's like a frenzied like purchase. I just need to do it all the time.
Yeah.
You can't go on. So there's so many influencers that I used to follow back in the day that I just loved for the personality and like the like opinions on things, like hot takes on things. And then I cannot go and watch one story without there being an ad. And yes, they display it and there's loads of rules now to help show, but there's so many things that are gifted to people that people don't disclose. There's so many PR stays and PR meals out and you're looking at this amazing restaurant and Yeah, every single thing is so commercialized now on social media. I was speaking to a community member yesterday, and that was the biggest change that she's seen in herself doing Financielle and kind of following the plan, just being really mindful and thinking and putting things in place. So she writes things down now, and Lydia's really good at this. She writes a little wish list. So Lydia spent 20 minutes going through her wish list the other day in the office to us all. Do you want to go through the wish list?
Oh my God.
Well, okay, if you don't want to share what's on it, tell us why you've got one. What's the list for?
Okay. Right. So before financial, I'm not, you know what my worst weakness is the middle a little. Like,
The middle aisle.
Special
do you
aisle.
really need a jet washer? Like, no. But I just avoid that aisle now. Well,
I've done that.
I look and it's like Disneyland and I just dream.
I have gone to the middle aisle of Aldi. Now I order my shopping online, by the way, which was another tip. And I save more by not going to Aldi, and I just do an online order because I'm not tempted to buy extra stuff. I used to look to the left. I can pick, not that long ago, just because I'm human and it would trigger me. And so I wonder if people went, I know what she's doing. She's looking at the eggs.
I physically put my hands to the sides of my eyes like a horse. You know, like
you need
like
blinkers. Yeah, you do.
I'm like, don't look. You have enough power tools for.
You have a flat, you don't have a garden.
Like,
stop buying
She's
a
got
lawnmower.
shears and no garden.
So that was your biggest weakness. And what's the list for? Why'd you
the
have a
list is so that I get a little dopamine hit of acting on it, but I haven't spent the money.
It's like
That's
acknowledging
me doing
the things you
heart.
want.
That's me going, oh, I'd quite like that one day, never.
Are you going to do any of the list?
It's a bit embarrassing.
I feel like it's the truth. Let's go for it.
Well, something I've been advertised loads on Instagram recently is this thing that it's like an ear cleaner, but it's got a camera and it links to your phone and you can watch like all this wax and it's disgusting and I love it. Like, but it's like 30 quid, but I was like, I'm going to put it on my stupid list.
Lydia's got a Venmo if anyone wants to sponsor her ear cleaner. She would love that.
You would
I've
have
also
to pay
got
me to use that.
an adult-sized sensory sock. Like for your body, it's
Sorry?
like you just like
Come again.
For your feet.
no, for your entire body.
Calvin can't breathe.
Say it again.
Stop.
I think it's for kids with autism, but I want it.
A full body sensory
It's like you climb inside
bag.
It's a little face. It's like a sock, like a lycra thing. Right, when I get my own house, when I own a place, it's gonna have like a swing, like a hammock.
It's getting worse. A sex swing or a garden swing.
I've got my own adult money. I can do what I want.
I want to have a human sock on a swing.
She wants her own house so she can get a
I'll
swing.
be happy.
Just go to the park, Lydia.
Go to the park and put normal socks on.
My flat is actually quite normal. This is why I have the list. It goes on the list instead
The
of
list works.
But
Do you feel better?
bringing it back, and in defense of the list, it works because you get your dopamine hit so you don't impulse buy the adult sensory sock. But it also, if you then really, really wanted it, you can at least justify to yourself and your budget that has been on there a while.
It's been on there months, to be honest.
It's still not bought
The sock
it.
or the swing?
Both.
Swings when she gets a house.
Yeah, I need to update my list with my Amazon wish list because that's even worse, I reckon.
Oh, everyone loves an Amazon wish list. I think putting friction. So Amazon is so easy. Like number one, he's the richest man in the world. It got announced the other day. He's taken over Elon Musk. No surprise there, Mr. Bezos. But the reason Amazon does so well is because it's so frictionless. You see one thing, you go and buy it, it is on your doorstep the next day. There is no dopamine hit like
The
it.
same day.
Do you remember we used to have to pick a catalogue up for your birthday, like a Toys R Us
Circle
catalogue?
it.
Christmas.
Circle it, go into the shop and
the code
actually
in.
buy
The
it.
code. Oh my God, I
Literally.
remember that. Steal
That's my
a few
favourite bit.
pens while you're at it.
And you would probably,
There's
your
no
parent would
build-up of like
No.
anticipation of
No.
getting it
Yeah,
and stuff.
so
It's
true.
just
Delayed
like, instantly
gratification
there. And
is
you're like, why have I
non-existent.
bought this?
Yeah.
Would you
literally.
use a full body sensory sock?
Yeah, for chilling.
I bet she would.
Well, I think you
Bring
should
it
buy
to the office.
I think you should buy it and show us.
Climb
on
in
the
with
pod
it.
next week.
We support spending if we really want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
It's
If you budget for it, you can get it.
Chronic and like frenzied. And that's a great tip from you, Leechy, actually. And combined with the list, I think that's a really, really good idea. Try and go cold turkey for a period of time. Try and put friction in place, removing the credit cards from Amazon Pay or Apple Pay, like making it harder to do things. And honestly, sometimes it's about going a day and then going 2 days, and then going 3 days. And then suddenly you look back and go, oh, I've not spent, because you once you've kicked the habit, you don't get and you find joys in other ways. Like doing a budget, that is a dopamine hit from saving as well. So set yourself a little challenge.
A customer that I spoke to yesterday, a community member, said that she now gets her dopamine hit from not spending but paying off her goals. So every time she puts money into her goal on the Financielle app, she was like, the green line moves further. She was like, that's now replaced my dopamine hit. So you can absolutely find that dopamine hit in other ways.
Great tip.
Well, that goes on to our community win, actually, which someone said, I did a no spend month and managed to save £1,041 to put towards my debt.
What? There you go.
You can do it.
You can do it. The no spend month can literally help you with kick a habit and a problem and switch it towards putting something good. Well done, community member.
Love that one.
If you'd like to send us your community wins, please send us in an email to thevault@financielle.com. I nearly said the vault at hello.
Right, we've got 5 minutes to do the last dilemma. We can do it.
Okay, moving on to dilemma 2. My husband is accusing me of spending too much money. Hi ladies, I'm really in need of some guidance on how to have an open conversation with my husband about money, as we're on completely different pages. Since we've had our children, we naturally fell into our own roles when it comes to money. We combine our finances fully and I take care of the household budget, as I like to know everything that comes in and goes out, whereas he just likes to know everything is on track and that's enough for him. We have a few money goals like moving house and going on holiday this year, so I make sure to prioritise these goals in our budget. Until recently, this system has worked really well for us, but he's realised we aren't building our savings as much as he thought we were. The cost of everything seems to have gone up recently, and it's sparked the realisation that he doesn't actually know this, as I'm the one who orders the food shop, fills up the car on the school run, and sorts our bills out. He approached the situation as if it's me who's overspending and limiting our money progress, and this has really annoyed me. How do I get him to see that he's not in touch with the current prices of everything and that it's impacting our budget?
I felt this is such a common problem.
Set him a task. Get him to do it. Get him to do it with you, or get him to do it. Like, okay, banter, but you think you could do a better job? Here you go. Because they have gone up. That's exactly the point. So if there was a goal, I think what I would also say is, and the way we recommend budgeting with Financielle is set the budget at the beginning of the month. Your excess, which is the bit that's left over after all your fixed expenses and after your little sinking funds, is set. It's set, like say it was £500 for a family or 250 or whatever it is, and you move that money to the savings. So therefore, at the beginning of the month, if those budget numbers are right and as close to, you should have hit your savings goal and be on track. If she starts to see that actually we're running out really quickly of the groceries, that's not enough, or the clothes are costing too much or whatever, she should be having that conversation saying, we need more money in the grocery pot, or we need this because it's not going far enough. So either we need to earn more money or we need to reduce that savings down. So that's one thing that should be set at the beginning. And if it's costing too much money, you need to readjust the budget. So that's one thing. The second thing is do it together, because I think that in defense of him, he probably doesn't realize what things cost. I am shocked about how little you get now for a pretty good grocery budget. But it's, if it's her overspending, it'll come out in the numbers.
Yeah, they absolutely have to sit and do that budget together. I think that's the only way to get over it, because it comes across as quite accusatory by him to be like, we're not hitting these money goals way up to. Like Laura said, you absolutely, I benefit so much from doing a money date night with my partner. We sit down at the beginning of every month. We know what our goals are. We work towards them together. And like you say, if you do your budget properly and thoroughly, you know exactly how much is going to your excess and therefore know when you're going to hit your goals. It should come as no surprise at the end of the month that you either are or aren't moving to those money goals as quickly. But things are so expensive. Like crazy. I did food shop the other day. Again, it's gone up. And generally, the woman will take on the role of sorting out the budgeting in the family. Do you know how much pressure comes with that? Sleepless nights for some people, that they're worried that they're not going to be able to, the fear of tapping your card at the supermarket. The fear is real. And it's just for a lot of people. I remember years ago, it used to be people on lower incomes. I see friends struggling to get to the end of the month with money left over. And again, it's generally the woman that takes on the responsibility. So pull your finger out.
I'm fed up with deciding what's for tea. Never mind working out how much it costs and paying for it. I have done food shops and gone, there's nothing in. So like we've got stuff for lunches, but we need to go and decide what should we have for tea and go to Sainsbury's for it. So yeah, I think collaboration is key here. Definitely.
That's it for today. Have we got any final words?
I think the money date night, I just always think that when there's a bit of a mismatch in communication or perception, it's not always a negative thing for a relationship. It's completely normal. But working together and doing bits together. I liked what she said at the beginning, by the way, about I like organise everything and he just like keeps an eye on it. And I think lots of relationships are like that. There's nothing wrong with one person being the organiser and the other person not being, but certainly not having a blame culture and coming together and looking at the facts behind it. Because if she's like I said, if she's overspending, it'll come out, but working together is one of the best things you can do as a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull your finger. Well, I just want him to pull his finger out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the accusatory tone, but yeah, just come together.
Yeah. You can have your own money personalities, but like when it's time to budget, like you both need to be there.
Yeah.
Pull your finger out.
Yeah. Pull your finger out.
Amazing. Okay. The vault is now closed. That's all for this episode. If you would like to send us your dilemmas, please send them to thevault@financielle.com. And just a quick disclaimer, the vault is just a chat around life and money topics, and we are not giving financial advice.